The rain tastes like copper when it mixes with blood. Caius Virelli knows this because he's standing 3 feet from an Omega who's bleeding onto wet pavement, and the scent cuts through everything. The diesel fumes, the rotting garbage, the neon burn of the signs above flickering pink and blue against brick. He should keep walking. His meeting with the Southside bosses ended 20 minutes ago. His car waits 2 blocks north. Lucien texted twice asking where he is, but his feet stop moving. Something pulls at the back of his skull. Instinct older than thought, sharper than logic. Wrong. The alley beside the shuttered convenience store angles into shadow. Most people wouldn't look twice. Most people don't have senses tuned to survival the way alphas do. Caius turns. His hand moves to the gun beneath his coat before his brain catches up. The Virelli syndicate doesn't own this district yet, but they will by Thursday. That means threats, ambushes, territorial pissing matches that end with bodies in the river. He expects an attack. He does not expect the scent that hits him next. Omega, male, young, suppressed so badly the pheromones fray at the edges like torn fabric. And underneath, blood, fear, exhaustion. Caius's jaw locks. His pulse doesn't change. It never does. People call him the cold twin for a reason. While Lucien smiles before he kills, Caius simply kills. But his body knows this scent. It knows it the way a bullet knows a chamber. He steps into the alley. The Omega doesn't notice him at first. He's pressed against the brick wall, knees drawn to his chest, hood pulled low over his face. His clothes hang wrong. 2 sizes too big, sleeves torn, 1 shoe missing. The exposed ankle shows bruises in the shape of fingers. Someone grabbed him, hard. Caius's hand tightens on his gun. Then the Omega shifts and Caius sees what he's protecting. A child. Small, maybe 5 years old. Bundled in an oversized hoodie that swallows his frame. His eyes are glassy, half-closed, the kind of exhaustion that comes from skipping too many meals. In his tiny fist, he clutches crumpled dollar bills. The Omega whispers to him, voice cracked and raw. Just a little longer, Pookie. I'll get us somewhere warm. The world stops. Not metaphorically. Caius Virelli, who has orchestrated 18 assassinations, laundered $40 million, and negotiated ceasefires with men who eat fear for breakfast, feels time fracture. Pookie. That name. That exact name, in that exact voice, spoken with that exact tremor of desperate love. His breath leaves him in a slow, broken exhale. No, he says aloud, though he doesn't mean to. The Omega's head snaps up. Fear ignites in his eyes, sharp, primal, the kind that comes from being hunted too long. Wide gray eyes meet Caius's, and recognition detonates between them like a grenade. The Omega's entire body locks rigid. No, he whispers. His voice fractures. Please, not you. The child stirs, fingers clutching the Omega's torn sleeve. Papa? That single word breaks something deep and catastrophic inside Caius Virelli. 3 years. 3 years since Rowan vanished from the penthouse. 3 years since Caius woke to an empty bed and a bond mark that never finished forming. 3 years of searching, paying, hurting, killing, and losing anyway. Now Rowan is here, bleeding, starving, begging on a street corner with a child who calls him Papa and clutches money like it's the only thing keeping them alive. Caius takes 1 step forward. Rowan flinches so violently he nearly drops the child. Don't, Rowan gasps. Don't come closer. Don't look at him. But Caius is already looking. The child's scent hits him properly now. Faint, suppressed, but there. Young Omega, unbonded, and beneath it something else. Something that makes every alpha instinct in Caius's body roar to protect, claim, defend. His vision tunnels. The rain keeps falling. Somewhere distant, a siren wails. Caius drops to 1 knee on the wet pavement, ignoring the way cold water soaks through his tailored pants. He doesn't care. The $1,000 coat can rot. Rowan. It's the first time he's said that name aloud in 3 years. Tastes like grief. Rowan shakes his head frantically, arms tightening around the child. Go. Just go. Forget you saw us. Not possible, Caius says quietly. His voice doesn't shake. It never does. But his hands do. Rowan's eyes flick past him toward the mouth of the alley, checking for threats, for exits, for anything that isn't this. They're looking for him, Rowan whispers. If they see you with us. Who? The question comes out cold. Lethal. Rowan swallows. His throat shows bruises. Recent. Purple-black against pale skin. The men who did this, he says, gesturing vaguely at his split lip, his torn clothes, the blood dried at his jaw. They weren't random. They smelled him. They knew what he was. The child whimpers softly, pressing his face into Rowan's chest. Caius feels his alpha surge. Not heat, not rut, but something colder and infinitely more dangerous. Control. What did they want? He asks. Rowan's laugh is broken glass. What do you think? Pups like him, they trigger something in alphas. Makes them easier to sell. The words land like bullets. Caius rises slowly to his feet. His phone is already in his hand. One text to Lucian. Alley behind Marino's. Now, then he looks at Rowan, really looks at him. The hollow cheeks, the trembling hands. The suppressant burns along his throat where cheap patches ate through skin. You ran, Caius says quietly. And this is what it cost you? Rowan's eyes blaze with something fierce and feral. You think I ran for freedom? He shifts, angling his body protectively around the child even though his arms shake too badly to hide it. I ran so he wouldn't die. The rain turns the alley into a symphony of echoes. Water on metal, on brick, on skin. Caius shrugs out of his coat. Rowan stiffens. What are you? Caius drapes it firmly around both of them. The fabric swallows them whole. Warm, dry, smelling like alpha and safety and things Rowan hasn't felt in years. You're coming with me, Caius says. It's not a question. It's not a command. It's a promise. Rowan opens his mouth to refuse. Headlights flood the alley. A black car pulls up, doors already opening. Lucian steps out, identical to Caius in every way except the smile. He takes in the scene instantly. The injuries, the fear, the child. His smile sharpens into something that isn't kind at all. Brother, Lucian says softly, who do I kill? Rowan knows what alphas look like when they decide you belong to them. He's seen it before. 3 years ago, in a penthouse that smelled like expensive cologne and promises that turned to ash. Caius Virelli looked at him exactly like this. Eyes dark, jaw set, body angled like a shield against the entire world. It didn't save them then. It won't save them now. I'm not going with you, Rowan says. His voice shakes. His body shakes. The child in his arms shakes. But the refusal holds. Lucian raises one elegant eyebrow. You're bleeding on my brother's coat. Then he shouldn't have given it to me. Caius hasn't moved. He's still kneeling. I level with Rowan. Close enough that Rowan can see the rain caught in his dark hair. Close enough to smell him. Alpha, dominant, familiar in a way that makes Rowan's broken bond mark ache. Tell me why you left, Caius says quietly. No. Tell me why you're here. No. Tell me what happened tonight. Rowan's control fractures. What do you think happened? I was begging for food money and 3 alphas decided I was fair game. They smelled him. His arms tighten around the child. And they wanted to know where I got him. How much I'd sell him for. The air in the alley changes. Both twins go very, very still. It's the kind of stillness that precedes violence. The moment before a gun fires, before a blade finds flesh, before mercy becomes a memory. Did they touch him? Lucian asks. His voice is pleasant. Conversational. Absolutely terrifying. Rowan shakes his head quickly. I fought them. Screamed. Someone's dog started barking and they ran. Names, Caius says. I don't. Descriptions. I didn't. Rowan. The way Caius says his name, like it's been carved into his chest for 3 years, like it bleeds every time he breathes, makes something inside Rowan crack open. I don't know their names, he whispers, but they knew mine. They called me by name before they... He stops. The child is listening. Always listening. Too smart, too aware, too much like Rowan for his own good. Caius's gaze drops to the bruises on Rowan's throat. How long have you been on suppressants? That's none of your business. How long? Rowan grits his teeth. 2 years. Maybe more. I lost count. Lucian makes a soft sound of fury. You're burning yourself alive from the inside. Better than the alternative. Which is? Rowan looks directly at Caius. Letting people use him against me. The words hang between them like smoke. Caius's jaw tightens. I would never. You didn't have to. Rowan interrupts. Just being near you made him a target. The Virelli name doesn't protect people, Caius. It paints bullseyes on them. The truth of it lands hard. Caius knows it. Rowan can see the knowledge in his eyes. The guilt, the rage, the helplessness he spent 3 years trying to bury. So you ran, Caius says slowly, to protect him. I ran to give him a chance at life. This isn't life. Caius gestures at the alley, the bruises, the fear. This is survival. Barely. Rowan's laugh is bitter. And what would you call what we had? A fairy tale? I would call it ours. The words hit like a fist to the chest. Rowan looks away, blinking hard. The child shifts in his arms, small face turned into Rowan's neck, seeking comfort that Rowan doesn't know how to give anymore. Papa, the child whispers. I'm tired. I know, Pookie. I know. Lucian crouches beside Caius, mirroring his brother's posture. 2 twin alphas kneeling in a rain-soaked alley for one terrified Omega and a child who shouldn't exist. Let us help, Lucian says quietly. You can't. We can. You don't understand. Then explain. Rowan closes his eyes. The rain soaks through his torn clothes, mixing with blood and fear and 3 years of exhaustion. When he speaks, his voice barely rises above the sound of water hitting pavement. They told me if I stayed with you, they'd take him. Not kill him. Take him. Use him. Sell him to the highest bidder because his scent... Rowan's breath hitches. His scent is wrong. It's too strong. Even suppressed, alphas can smell what he is. And there are people who pay fortunes for pups like him. Caius's hands curl into fists. Who told you this? Does it matter? Who? I don't know. Rowan's voice breaks. They called me. Anonymous. Left notes. Followed us for weeks. And then one day they sent a photo of him, asleep in our bed, taken through the window, and I knew. I knew staying would kill him. The silence that follows is suffocating. Lucian pulls out his phone, fingers moving rapidly. I'm pulling security footage from 3 years ago. Every camera within a mile of your old address. It won't help, Rowan says tiredly. They were professionals. So are we. Caius shifts closer. Close enough that Rowan can feel his body heat cutting through the cold. You should have told me. You would have gone to war. Yes. People would have died. Yes. And he would have been caught in the crossfire. Caius's expression doesn't change, but something in his eyes goes soft. Devastatingly, impossibly soft. You think I value my pride over his safety? Rowan's throat closes. I think you value control, and I couldn't let you control this. The words are cruel. They're also true. Caius absorbs them like blows, his expression flickering with something that might be pain if he allowed himself to feel it. Then he does something Rowan doesn't expect. He reaches out, slowly telegraphing every movement, and touches the child's hair. Just once. Gentle. Reverent. The child doesn't flinch. What's his name? Caius asks. Rowan's arms tighten protectively. Why? Because I need to know who I'm protecting. You're not. I am. The certainty in Caius's voice is absolute. Rowan stares at him, searching for lies, for manipulation, for anything that isn't this raw, terrifying honesty. He finds nothing but rain and regret and a promise carved in stone. Milo, Rowan whispers finally. His name is Milo. Caius nods once. Then he stands, offering his hand. Rowan looks at it like it might burn him. I ran so he wouldn't die, Rowan says again, quieter this time. What makes you think coming with you will change anything? Caius's expression hardens into something cold and lethal and utterly unshakable. Because this time, he says softly, I'm not letting you run. Milo weighs almost nothing. Caius realizes this when Rowan finally, lets him lift the child from his arms and into the car. The boy's body is all sharp angles and hollow spaces where muscle should be. His breathing is shallow. His skin is too pale. Starvation, Caius's mind supplies clinically. Prolonged. Weeks, maybe months. The rage that follows is incandescent. When did he last eat? Caius asks. Rowan climbs into the car beside Milo, body angled protectively even now. This morning. What did he eat? Rowan's silence is answer enough. Lucien slides into the driver's seat, eyes meeting Caius's in the rearview mirror. The unspoken conversation passes between them in seconds, the same way it always has, twin alpha to twin alpha, leader to weapon. Find them. Already working on it. Quietly. Is there any other way? The car pulls away from the alley smoothly. Rain streams across the windows, turning the city into a watercolor blur of neon and shadow. Rowan stares out at it like he's memorizing an escape route. He probably is. Where are we going? Rowan asks. Home, Caius says. I don't have a home. You do now. Rowan's jaw tightens. You can't just. I can, Caius interrupts. And I am. Milo shifts in his sleep, small hand reaching out blindly. His fingers catch Rowan's shirt and hold on tight, even unconscious. Rowan's expression cracks. Caius watches it happen. The way Rowan's eyes go bright with unshed tears, the way his breathing goes ragged, the way 3 years of survival instinct finally buckles under the weight of being safe. He hasn't slept properly in weeks, Rowan whispers. Every sound wakes him, every footstep. He's so scared all the time and I can't fix it. You kept him alive, Caius says quietly. That's not nothing. It's not enough. It's everything. The car turns onto a private road. The city falls away behind them, replaced by trees and walls and security gates that open without prompting. The Virelli estate rises ahead, all stone and steel and power. Rowan goes rigid. No, this is too exposed. This is the safest place in the city. That's what you said about the penthouse. The accusation hits its mark. Caius doesn't flinch. This time is different. Why? Because this time I know what I'm protecting. The car stops in front of the main entrance. Guards appear immediately. 6 of them, armed, professional, trained by Caius himself. Rowan's scent spikes with fear. They're ours, Lucien says calmly. No one enters the estate without our permission. No one leaves without our knowledge. And no one, his voice drops into something cold and absolute, no one touches what we claim. I'm not. The child, Lucien clarifies. We're claiming the child. The words rewrite reality. In the Omegaverse, claiming means protection. It means pack. It means the full weight of Alpha authority backing a declaration that transcends law. It also means war for anyone who challenges it. Rowan's hands tremble. You can't. We're not bonded to you. Details, Lucien says dismissively. Caius lifts Milo carefully, cradling the child against his chest. The boy doesn't wake. His head lolls against Caius's shoulder, small body finally surrendering to exhaustion now that the scent of Alpha protection wraps around him. Rowan follows them inside, moving like a ghost. His eyes track every exit, every shadow, every possible threat. The foyer is warm, dry, lit with soft golden light that doesn't assault the senses. A woman in medical scrubs waits by the stairs, Dr. Chun, the syndicate's private physician. Exam room is ready, she says briskly. Both of them. Both, Caius confirms. I don't need, Rowan starts. You're bleeding, Dr. Chun interrupts. You're malnourished. Your suppressants are failing. So yes, you need. Rowan opens his mouth to argue. Milo stirs, whimpering softly. Papa, I'm here, Pookie, Rowan says immediately, moving to Caius's side. Right here. The child's eyes flutter open. They're gray, the same shade as Rowan's. When he sees Caius holding him, confusion flickers across his small face. Sakai, Rowan whispers. He's safe. The word costs him. Milo relaxes fractionally, then reaches one small hand toward Rowan. His fingers find Rowan's and hold tight. Hungry, Milo whispers. Caius's chest tightens. We'll fix that. Dr. Chun leads them to the medical wing. The exam room is clean, efficient, stocked with equipment that costs more than most people earn in a year. Lucien leans against the doorway, phone pressed to his ear. Freeze all surveillance footage from District 7. I want every camera within a 3-block radius of Marino's reviewed. Facial recognition on any alpha who passed through between 9 and 11 tonight. A pause. I don't care if it's legal, Lucien says pleasantly. Do it anyway. He hangs up and looks at Caius. We'll have names by morning. Rowan sits on the exam table, Milo in his lap. The child won't let go of him. Every time Dr. Chun tries to examine Milo separately, the boy starts crying. Silent, terrified tears that break something in the room. Together, Rowan says firmly. Examine us together or not at all. Dr. Chun glances at Caius. He nods. The examination is methodical. Rowan's injuries are catalogued: split lip, bruised ribs, defensive wounds on his forearms. The suppressant burns on his throat are worse than Caius thought. Chemical scarring, permanent damage. Milo's results are quieter. Malnutrition, dehydration, muscle wasting, but nothing immediately life-threatening. Nothing except the scent. Dr. Chun frowns at her tablet. His pheromone signature is unusual. How unusual? Lucien asks. Reactive. Most unbonded pups his age have dormant scent profiles. His is active, almost aggressive. It would trigger protective instincts in any alpha nearby. Or possessive ones, Caius says quietly. Dr. Chun nods. Trafficking rings would pay 7 figures for a child like him. Rowan goes white. Milo presses his face into Rowan's chest, small body trembling. Can you suppress it? Rowan asks desperately. Make him normal? No, Dr. Chan says gently. His biology isn't wrong, Rowan. It's just different. Suppressing it further could cause permanent damage. Then what do we do? Caius steps forward. We make it clear that touching him means death. The declaration rings through the room like a bell. Rowan looks up at him, eyes wide and disbelieving. You're talking about starting a war. I'm talking about ending one, Caius corrects. Whoever threatened you 3 years ago is still out there. They're still hunting him. And they won't stop until they have him or we destroy them. You don't know that. I do. Lucien's phone buzzes. He glances at the screen and his smile sharpens into something vicious. We have confirmation, he says quietly. 3 alphas matching witness descriptions, all with ties to the Constantine syndicate. The name falls like a stone. The Constantines specialize in trafficking weapons, drugs, people. They operate in the shadows, untouchable by law, protected by money and fear. They also have a reputation for collecting rare omegas. Caius's expression doesn't change, but his scent does, cold alpha authority laced with something darker. Vengeance. Lock down the district, he says quietly. No one leaves. No one enters. I want every Constantine asset frozen by dawn. Caius, Rowan's voice breaks. If you go after them, they'll know. They'll know where we are. Good. They'll come here. I'm counting on it. Rowan stands abruptly, pulling Milo with him. No, I won't let you use him as bait. I'm not using him as bait, Caius interrupts. I'm ending this. Tonight, before they have another chance to hurt either of you. And what if they win? Caius steps closer, close enough that Rowan can feel the heat of him, the absolute certainty in every line of his body. They won't. The guest suite is larger than any place Rowan has lived in 3 years. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlook the estate grounds. Soft carpet, clean sheets, a bathroom with hot water and soap that doesn't smell like industrial disinfectant. Milo stands in the middle of the room, small and silent, staring at everything like it might disappear. "Bath first," Rowan says quietly. "Then food." Milo nods. His fingers haven't left Rowan's shirt since they entered the room. Even now, he holds on, small fist clenched in fabric like it's the only thing anchoring him to reality. Rowan's throat tightens. 3 years of this. 3 years of watching his son flinch at shadows, starve in silence, learn that safety is a lie and comfort is borrowed time. The bathroom is pristine. White tile, heated floors, a tub large enough for 2. Rowan fills it with warm water, testing the temperature twice. Milo undresses slowly, small body revealing ribs that shouldn't be visible and bruises that make Rowan want to scream. He doesn't. He never does. Screaming scares Milo more than silence. The child slides into the water with a soft sigh. His eyes drift half-closed, body finally relaxing for the first time in hours. "Papa?" he whispers. "Yes, Pookie? Are we safe here?" The question breaks Rowan's heart. "Yes," he lies. "We're safe." Milo's eyes open, impossibly gray, impossibly wise. "You always say that. Because I always mean it. But it's never true." Rowan's hands shake as he reaches for the soap. "This time is different." "Why?" Because they won't let anything happen to you." "The scary men?" Rowan almost laughs. Caius and Lucian, twin alphas who rule the city's underworld with calculated brutality, reduced to scary men by a 5-year-old. "They're not scary," Rowan says. "Not to us. They smell like you," Milo says thoughtfully. "The dark-haired one. He smells like the dreams you have." Rowan freezes. "What dreams?" "The ones that make you sad. Children see too much." Rowan finishes washing Milo in silence, wrapping him in a towel that's softer than anything they've touched in years. There are clothes waiting on the bed, child-sized, expensive, clearly purchased in the last hour. Lucian's work, probably. Efficient. Thorough. Terrifying in its precision. Milo dresses slowly, drowning in a shirt that's still too big. His stomach growls audibly. A knock sounds at the door. Rowan tenses immediately, body angling protectively in front of Milo. "It's me," Caius's voice comes through. "I have food." Rowan opens the door slowly. Caius stands in the hallway holding a tray. Not room service fancy. Simple food. Soup, bread, fruit. Things that won't shock a system that's been starving. "Dr. Chen's orders," Caius says. "Small portions. Frequent meals." He steps inside without waiting for permission. The room fills with his scent. Alpha, dominant, steady. Milo's nose twitches. His eyes fix on the food with desperate hunger. "Sit," Caius says gently. They sit. Rowan on the edge of the bed, Milo in his lap, both of them watching Caius like he might vanish. Caius sets the tray on the side table and kneels. Again, the twin king of the Virelli syndicate, who answers to no one, who has built an empire on fear and blood. Kneeling for an Omega who ran from him and a child who shouldn't exist. "Slowly," Caius says, handing Milo the soup. "Your stomach won't tolerate fast." Milo takes the bowl with trembling hands. The first sip makes him whimper relief, warmth, taste. He eats like he's afraid it will be stolen. Fast, desperate, eyes darting between Caius and Rowan. "No one's taking it," Caius says quietly. "Eat as much as you need." Milo slows fractionally. Rowan watches, throat tight, tears burning behind his eyes. This should be normal. Feeding a child should be normal. When did survival become the best they could hope for? Milo finishes the soup and half the bread before his eyelids start drooping. The exhaustion catches up, warm food, clean body, safe space. He's asleep within minutes, curled against Rowan's chest like a small, fragile creature finally allowed to rest. Caius doesn't move. "You can leave," Rowan says quietly. We're fine. I know. Then why are you still here? Caius's gaze lifts to meet his. Because I'm not making the same mistake twice. What mistake? Letting you think you're alone. The words hit harder than they should. Rowan looks away, blinking hard. We are alone. We've always been alone. Not anymore. You can't promise that. I can, Caius says. And I am. A soft chime sounds from Caius's pocket. He pulls out his phone, reads the message, and his expression hardens. What? Rowan asks. We're being watched. Fear spikes instantly. Where? Perimeter cameras picked up movement. 3 vehicles, blacked out, parked a mile from the east gate. Rowan stands carefully, trying not to wake Milo. We need to leave. Now. If they know we're here, let them know. Caius. I meant what I said. Caius interrupts. This ends tonight. They want to find you? Good. Let them come. Let them walk into a trap thinking they have the advantage. You're using us as bait. I'm using them as an example. The distinction is thin. Rowan cradles Milo closer. And if something goes wrong? If they get past your security? Caius rises slowly, closing the distance between them. He stops just short of touching. Close enough to feel, far enough to leave Rowan the choice. They won't, he says quietly. Because I won't let them. Lucien won't let them. Every man on this estate would die before letting someone reach this room. Why? Rowan's voice breaks. Why do you care this much? Caius's expression softens into something achingly vulnerable. You really have to ask? Rowan's breath catches. I left you, he whispers. I ran. I broke everything. You survived. That's not the same as being worth protecting. Caius's hand lifts slowly, telegraphing every movement, giving Rowan time to pull away. He doesn't. Caius's fingers brush Rowan's jaw, gentle, reverent, impossibly careful. You are worth, Caius says quietly, every single thing I've built, every risk, every sacrifice, every drop of blood I'm about to spill. Rowan's eyes flutter closed. 3 years of survival instincts scream at him to pull away, to run, to protect Milo from the danger that loving Caius Virelli brings. But his body, his traitorous, broken body, leans into the touch like a flower towards sunlight. The bond never finished, Rowan whispers. I know. We're not meant to be this. I don't care about meant, Caius says. I care about choice. Milo shifts in his sleep, small hand fisting in Rowan's shirt. The moment breaks. Caius steps back, hand falling away. Rest. I'll have guards outside your door. No one gets past them. And you? I'll be downstairs, Caius says. Planning. The word carries weight. Planning means strategy, tactics, the kind of cold calculation that built the Virelli empire. It also means blood. Rowan knows this, has always known this. Don't kill them, he says quietly. Caius pauses at the door. Why not? Because I don't want Milo growing up knowing people died for him. He's 5, Caius says. He won't understand. He will, Rowan whispers. Children always understand more than we think. Caius looks at him for a long moment, something unreadable passing across his face. Then I'll make sure, he says finally, that he never knows. The door closes softly. Rowan sits in the quiet, holding his sleeping son, surrounded by luxury that feels like borrowed time. Outside, 3 vehicles idle in the darkness. Inside, the twin alphas prepare for war. And somewhere between protection and possession, between justice and revenge, the line blurs into something irrevocable. The estate's security system hums. Cameras track movement. Guards shift positions. And in the main office, Lucien spreads surveillance photos across a desk while Caius watches with cold, calculating eyes. They're not here for reconnaissance, Lucien says. They're testing our response time. Let them test, Caius says quietly. Then show them what happens when they fail. The medical report arrives at 3 a.m. Dr. Chun doesn't apologize for the hour. In the Virelli household, sleep is optional. Survival is mandatory. Caius reads it standing, jaw tightening with every paragraph. Rowan's suppressant levels are catastrophic. Not just overuse, abuse. The kind that causes permanent damage to glandular function, hormonal regulation, neurological pathways. 2 more months and his body would have started shutting down. He was killing himself, Dr. Chan says quietly. Slowly, to keep the child's scent masked. Lucian leans against the desk, expression dark. Did it work? Partially, but not enough. The child's pheromone signature is too aggressive. Even heavy suppression can't hide it completely. Which means anyone with strong enough senses could track them, Caius says. Yes, the implications settle like lead. 3 years ago, someone knew what Milo was. Someone threatened to take him. Someone forced Rowan to choose between staying with Caius or protecting his son. Rowan chose the child, as he should, as any parent would. But that doesn't make the loss hurt less. The bond mark, Caius says. Can it be completed? Dr. Chun hesitates. Medically? Yes. But emotionally, Rowan would have to consent. Freely. Without coercion. I'm not going to force him. I know, Dr. Chan says gently. But you need to understand. Completing a bond that was interrupted can be traumatic. Especially for an Omega who's been suppressing for years. It might break him before it heals him. Caius's hands curl into fists. What about the child? Lucian asks. The report mentions abnormal reactivity. Dr. Chun pulls up a secondary file. Milo's scent profile doesn't match typical unbonded pup patterns. It's almost as if... She pauses, frowning. As if what? As if he was engineered to trigger alpha response. The words hang in the air like poison. That's not possible, Caius says. It shouldn't be, Dr. Chun agrees. But his pheromone composition shows markers consistent with artificial enhancement. Nothing extreme, subtle enough to seem natural. But definitely there. Lucian straightens slowly. Someone modified him? Or his biology was altered in utero? I'd need genetic testing to confirm. Do it, Caius says immediately. Quietly, Dr. Chun nods and leaves. The silence that follows is suffocating. This changes everything, Lucian says quietly. How? If the child was engineered, someone planned this. Years ago, before he was born. Before Rowan met me, Caius says slowly. The pieces click together with horrifying precision. Rowan was targeted. Not randomly, deliberately. Someone wanted an Omega who would bond with a powerful alpha, produce a child with reactive pheromones, and then, what? Leverage? Blackmail? Trafficking? We need to talk to him, Caius says. Now. Rowan wakes to soft knocking. Milo stirs against his chest but doesn't wake. The child has slept for 6 hours straight, the longest stretch in months. Rowan's body aches. His throat burns. The suppressants are wearing off and his natural scent bleeds through. Omega. Unbonded. Afraid. Come in, he says quietly. Caius enters alone. His expression is carefully neutral, but Rowan knows him well enough to read the tension in his shoulders. What happened? Rowan asks immediately. Nothing yet, but I need to ask you something. About Milo's father. The words land like bullets. Rowan goes very still. Why? Because I need to know where he came from. That's none of your business. It became my business, Caius says quietly. The moment you came back, Rowan's jaw tightens. I didn't come back. You found me. Semantics. Truth. Caius moves closer, footsteps silent on the carpet. He sits on the edge of the bed. Not touching, not crowding, just there. Dr. Chun found something in Milo's blood work, he says. Anomalies. Markers that suggest artificial enhancement. Rowan's breath catches. What kind of enhancement? Pheromone amplification. Someone altered his biology, either during pregnancy or before conception, to make him more reactive to alphas. The color drains from Rowan's face. That's not... That's not possible, he whispers. It is, Caius says gently. And it means someone planned this, targeted you specifically, made sure you'd have a child who would become a trafficking commodity. Rowan's hands shake violently. He pulls Milo closer, body curving protectively around the sleeping child. I didn't know, he says. I swear I didn't know. I believe you. Do you? Rowan's voice breaks. Because I let this happen. I let someone use me. Use him. You survived. Caius interrupts firmly. That's what you did. You survived and kept him alive, and that's all that matters. It's not enough. It's everything. Rowan closes his eyes, tears spilling silently. They came to me 8 years ago. Clinic. Free fertility treatments for omegas who couldn't conceive naturally. They said I was a perfect candidate. You went. I was desperate, Rowan whispers. I wanted a family, something that was mine. So I agreed. Signed the papers. Let them. His voice breaks. Caius waits. They said it was standard procedure, Rowan continues. Hormone therapy. Genetic screening. I didn't question it. I should have questioned it. You were vulnerable, Caius says quietly. They exploited that. And 5 years later, I met you. Bonded with you, almost bonded with you, and then they called. Told me if I stayed, they'd take Milo. Use him. Sell him to the highest bidder because his scent was special. The word drips with venom. They knew, Rowan says. They knew exactly what they'd created. And they waited until I had everything to lose before they told me. Caius's expression hardens into something cold and lethal. Names. I don't have names. The clinic. It closed. 6 months after Milo was born. No records. No forwarding address. Like it never existed. There are always records, Lucian says from the doorway. Both of them startle. Neither heard him approach. Lucian steps inside, tablet in hand. I pulled every fertility clinic that operated in the city 8 years ago. Cross-referenced with Omega-specific programs. Found 3 that shut down within a year of opening. He hands the tablet to Caius. Photos appear. Buildings. Logos. Staff. Rowan's breath stops when he sees one face. Him, he whispers. That's the doctor who treated me. Lucian's smile sharpens. Dr. Anton Volkov, formerly employed by the Constantine Medical Group. Constantine, Caius repeats softly. The name connects everything. The fertility clinic, the engineered child, the threats, the men who attacked Rowan tonight. All Constantine operations. All planned. All deliberate. They've been hunting him for 5 years, Rowan says numbly. Waiting for the right moment. And I led them right to you. No, Caius says firmly. They led you to me. This was always their plan. Create a child valuable enough to control a syndicate. Attach him to an Omega bonded to power. Then leverage both. So what do we do? Caius stands slowly. We burn their operation to the ground. They'll retaliate. Let them. People will die. Yes, Caius says. Them. Rowan looks up at him, searching for mercy, for hesitation, for anything that isn't this cold, absolute certainty. He finds nothing but rage wrapped in surgical precision. I don't want Milo growing up in a world built on corpses, Rowan whispers. Caius crouches, bringing himself eye level. Then I'll make sure he grows up in a world where no one dares touch him, where his scent doesn't make him prey, where being different doesn't mean being hunted. And if that's not possible, it is, Caius says quietly, because I'll make it possible. The promise hangs between them, heavy, irrevocable, terrifying in its intensity. Milo shifts in his sleep, small hand reaching out. His fingers brush Caius's sleeve and hold on. The child doesn't wake, but his scent softens just slightly, responding to alpha protection the way his engineered biology was designed to. Caius goes very still. He trusts you, Rowan says softly. Already. Should he? I don't know, Rowan admits, but I'm too tired to keep running. The confession costs him. Caius sees it, The exhaustion, the fear, the desperate hope that maybe this time will be different. Then don't run, Caius says. Stay. Let me protect you. Both of you. And if I can't give you what you want, I want you safe, Caius says simply. Everything else is negotiable. Rowan's breath shudders. The bond can wait or never happen. Your choice. And you'd be okay with that? Caius's expression softens into something achingly honest. I'd rather have you unbonded and alive than bonded and broken. The words settle between them like a vow. Outside, dawn starts to break. The 3 vehicles at the perimeter pull away slowly, message delivered. Response measured. Lucien watches them go through security feeds. They'll be back. I know, Caius says. Tonight. Probably. Good, Lucien says quietly. I'm tired of waiting. The attack comes at dusk. Not with guns or force, but with something worse. Synthetic pheromones. Milo smells it first. He's playing on the floor of the guest suite, stacking blocks with fierce concentration, small tongue poking between his teeth when his body goes rigid. Papa. His voice comes out strangled. Rowan looks up from the book he's been pretending to read. What's wrong? Milo's pupils dilate. His breathing accelerates. Fear sense spikes so sharply it makes Rowan's eyes water. Papa, something's wrong. Something smells wrong. Rowan moves immediately, scooping Milo into his arms. The child is shaking, full body tremors that speak to biological panic, not psychological fear. The door bursts open. Caius enters at a run, Lucien right behind him. Both alphas stop dead, nostrils flaring. Synthetic trigger, Lucien snarls. Someone pumped it through the ventilation. Caius's expression goes cold. Shut it down. Now. Lucien disappears. Rowan backs toward the corner, Milo clinging to him like a lifeline. The child's scent is spiraling. No longer just fear but distress. The kind that screams danger, protect, help to every alpha within range. Caius feels his control fracture. Alpha instinct roars through him. Not desire, not possession, but pure, animal need to eliminate the threat, claim the vulnerable, defend at any cost. His vision narrows. Get out, Rowan says immediately. Caius, get out. You're too close. Can't. The word comes out guttural. Can't leave you exposed. You're making it worse. I know, but his body won't obey. Won't move. Won't do anything except stand between Rowan and the door, muscles locked rigid, fighting every instinct that demands he act. Milo whimpers. Papa, why does he smell angry? He's not angry, baby. Rowan lies. He's just. Caius's hands curl into fists so tight his knuckles crack. The synthetic pheromone is designed to mimic pup distress, amplified 100-fold. Every alpha response, protective aggression, territorial defense, claiming instinct, activates simultaneously. It's not natural. It's not controllable. It's biological warfare. Rowan, Caius says through gritted teeth. The bathroom. Lock the door. Don't come out until... He doesn't finish. His legs move without permission, 3 steps closer before he catches himself. Rowan's eyes go wide. Caius, no. I'm not going to hurt you, Caius forces out. But I can't. I can't think. The admission costs him. Rowan makes a decision. He grabs the throw blanket from the bed, wraps it around Milo's head, muffling the child's scent as much as possible. Then he moves fast, decisive to Caius. Give me your belt, he says. Caius stares at him. What? Your belt. Now. Understanding dawns. Caius unbuckles it with shaking hands and passes it over. Rowan guides him to the chair by the window. Sit. Rowan. Sit. Caius sits. Rowan loops the belt around Caius's wrists and the chair arm, pulling it tight. Not enough to hurt, but enough to restrain. If you can't control it, Rowan says quietly, then we remove the choice. Caius's breath comes in ragged gasps. His alpha rages against the restraint, demanding freedom, demanding action, demanding submission from the Omega standing too close. He locks his jaw and forces it down. How long? He manages. Until Lucian fixes it. Could be hours. Then hours. Milo peers out from the blanket, eyes huge. Is he okay? He will be, Rowan says. The child doesn't look convinced. Time fractures. Minutes feel like hours. The synthetic pheromone saturates the air, triggering biological responses that override logic. Caius's body strains against the belt, not trying to break free, just reacting instinctively to perceived threat. Rowan keeps Milo wrapped, keeps himself between the child and Caius, keeps talking in a low, steady voice. Tell me about the estate, he says. How many acres? Caius's eyes focus with effort. 40. Walled perimeter. 3 guard stations. Security detail? 18. Rotating shifts. Weaknesses. East Gate. Old infrastructure. Scheduled for upgrade. The questions ground him. Give him something to focus on beyond instinct, beyond pheromones, beyond the overwhelming need to act. Rowan keeps asking. 30 minutes pass. Milo falls asleep against Rowan's chest, exhausted by fear. Caius's breathing slowly evens out. The worst of the synthetic trigger fades, not gone but manageable. You didn't have to do this, Caius says quietly. Yes, I did. You trusted me not to break the restraint. I trusted you to want the restraint, Rowan corrects. There's a difference. The distinction matters. The door opens carefully. Lucian enters, gas mask in hand, expression murderous. System purged, he says. Synthetic pheromone confirmed. Delivered via drone through the east ventilation intake. Casualties? Caius asks. 3 guards affected. Contained. No injuries. The drone destroyed itself after delivery. But we pulled the signature. Lucian's smile is vicious. Constantine Tech. Rowan's arms tighten around Milo. They know we're here. They've always known, Lucian says. This was a test. See how we respond. What our vulnerabilities are. And now they know, Rowan says bitterly. Now they know, Caius agrees, that we're willing to restrain ourselves. That makes us predictable. Predictable how? Caius looks at Lucian. They'll try again. Bigger. Public. Why public? Because private attacks give us control, Lucian explains. Public attacks force exposure. And if Milo's scent triggers a crowd of alphas, he doesn't finish. He doesn't have to. Rowan goes pale. They'll start a riot. Or worse, Caius says. They'll force a claiming situation where we have to choose between protecting Milo and maintaining control. You can't take him public. We can't keep him hidden, Caius counters. They'll keep escalating until we're forced into a position where hiding becomes impossible. So what do? Caius looks at him steadily. We control the exposure. Choose the time, the place, the variables. That's insane. It's tactical. It's using him as bait. It's giving him a future, Caius says quietly. If we hide, they hunt forever. If we expose him on our terms, we end this. Rowan shakes his head desperately. There has to be another way. There isn't. The certainty in Caius's voice is absolute. Rowan looks down at Milo, sleeping peacefully now, unaware of the danger, the planning, the trap being set with his 5-year-old life as the centerpiece. I need to think, Rowan whispers. Caius nods once. Lucian unties the belt from Caius's wrists. We have 12 hours before they move again. How do you know? Because that's what I would do, Lucian says simply. Test defenses at dusk. Strike at dawn. Caius stands slowly, muscles aching from restraint. Rowan, don't, Rowan interrupts. Don't thank me. Don't apologize. Just leave us alone for a while. The dismissal stings. Caius absorbs it without flinching. Lock the door behind us. New ventilation filters are being installed. Nothing gets through without clearance. He leaves without waiting for acknowledgement. Rowan sits in the silence, holding his sleeping son, surrounded by luxury that feels like a cage. Outside, doctors confirm the synthetic trigger was custom designed. Expensive, precise, the kind of thing that requires lab facilities, chemical expertise, and massive funding. The kind of thing only a syndicate can produce. Security footage shows the drone's approach, small, silent, nearly invisible against the evening sky. It came from the east, the same direction as the vehicles last night, the same direction as the Constantine headquarters. They're not even hiding anymore, Lucien says. No, Caius agrees. They're declaring war. Morning comes with a decision. Rowan makes it alone, sitting in the pre-dawn darkness while Milo sleeps. Dr. Chen's report open on his lap. The medical facts are stark. Milo's pheromone signature will strengthen as he ages. Suppressants will become less effective. Hiding will become impossible. The only way forward is adaptation. Teaching Milo to control his scent, building immunity in nearby alphas, establishing legal protection through public acknowledgement. Or, as Dr. Chun puts it delicately, exposure now under controlled circumstances or exposure later under threat. Rowan chooses control. He finds Caius in the security office, surrounded by monitors and maps and contingency plans. I'll do it, Rowan says. Caius looks up, understanding immediately. You're sure? No, but I'm doing it anyway. We can wait. Until when? Rowan interrupts. Until they attack again? Until Milo's scent gets stronger and hiding becomes impossible? Until. His voice breaks. Caius crosses the room in 3 strides. We'll keep him safe. You can't promise that. I can try. The distinction matters. Rowan takes a shaky breath. Where? The gala, Lucien says from the doorway. Tomorrow night. Neutral territory. Public venue. Security we control. The autumn gala? Rowan's eyes widen. That's every syndicate in the city. Exactly, Caius says. If we're going to expose him, we do it in front of everyone. Make it clear that touching him means declaring war on all of us, not just the Virellis. And if someone doesn't care, then they die, Lucien says simply. Publicly, quickly, as an example. The casualness with which he discusses murder should shock Rowan. It doesn't. Not anymore. What do I need to do? Rowan asks. Be seen, Caius says. You and Milo, together. Under our protection. They'll know what he is. Yes, they'll want him. Let them want, Caius says quietly. Wanting and taking are different things. Rowan looks between the twin alphas, identical faces, identical builds, identical expressions of cold calculation. You're using the gala to send a message, Rowan says slowly. Yes, and if the message isn't received, then we send it louder. The next 24 hours pass in preparation. Clothes are tailored. Nothing flashy, nothing that screams victim. Simple elegance, quiet wealth, the kind of outfit that says protected without begging for attention. Milo gets fitted for a small suit. He stands on a stool while the tailor works, eyes wide with wonder. Why do I need fancy clothes? He asks. Because we're going to a party, Rowan says. Will there be cake? Probably. Can I have some? Rowan's throat tightens. Yes, baby. You can have as much as you want. The simplicity of the request breaks something in him. Cake. A 5-year-old asking about cake at an event designed to display him as both protected and untouchable, valuable and deadly to pursue. Caius enters the fitting room, movements careful and deliberate. He's been giving them space since the attack. No crowding, no demands, just quiet presence. Lucien secured the venue, he says. Guards positioned. Medical team on standby. Exits planned. Contingencies for if things go wrong? 7 different scenarios. All covered. Rowan nods slowly. And if they release another trigger? We evacuate. Immediately. No heroics. You promise. Caius meets his eyes steadily. I promise. The truth settles between them. That night, Rowan doesn't sleep. He sits by Milo's bed, watching the child breathe, memorizing the curve of his cheek, the fan of his eyelashes, the small hand curled against the pillow. "I'm sorry," he whispers. "I'm so sorry you have to do this." Milo doesn't wake, doesn't know, doesn't understand that tomorrow his childhood ends and something else begins. A soft knock sounds at the door. Caius enters without waiting for permission. He's dressed down. Simple shirt, bare feet, hair unstyled. Human, almost. "Can't sleep either?" Rowan asks. "No." Caius sits on the floor beside the bed, back against the wall, close enough to talk but far enough to avoid crowding. "I'm terrified," Rowan admits quietly. "Good, good. Fear means you understand the stakes," Caius says. "Means you'll be careful. I've been careful for 3 years. It didn't help." "You were alone for 3 years," Caius corrects. "Tomorrow you won't be." Rowan looks at him, really looks, sees the tension in Caius's shoulders, the shadows under his eyes, the way his hands rest loose but ready. "You're scared too," Rowan realizes. "Yes. Of what?" "Failing you again." The admission hangs in the darkness. Rowan's breath catches. "You didn't fail me. I let you run. I didn't give you a choice." "There's always a choice," Caius says quietly. "I chose my pride over your fear. Chose to be angry instead of understanding. Chose to search instead of trust that you'd come back when you were ready. I wasn't going to come back. I know." The honesty of it hurts. Rowan reaches out slowly, telegraphing the movement, giving Caius time to pull away. He doesn't. Rowan's fingers brush Caius's hand. Just once. Brief contact. "Thank you," Rowan whispers. "For what?" "For not giving up." Caius's hand turns, palm up, fingers curling gently around Rowan's. "I couldn't," he says simply. "Not on you." They sit like that until dawn. Hands linked, silence comfortable, fear acknowledged but not surrendered to. When morning comes, they're ready, or as ready as anyone can be for controlled exposure. The autumn gala glitters like a jewel box, crystal chandeliers, ice sculptures. 500 guests dressed in wealth and power and carefully maintained neutrality. Every major syndicate is represented. Bosses and underbosses, alphas and betas. Carefully negotiated peace maintained through social contract and mutual assured destruction. This is not a place for violence. This is where violence is negotiated. Rowan enters on Caius's arm, Milo between them holding both their hands. The room notices immediately. Conversations stop. Heads turn. Scents flare as alphas instinctively assess the new arrivals. Omega, unbonded, male, child, young, reactive, twin alphas, Virelli, claiming stance. The equation writes itself in pheromones and politics. Lucian materializes at their other side, expression pleasant and absolutely lethal. "Smile," he murmurs. "We're making a statement." "I'm aware," Rowan says through gritted teeth. Milo presses against his leg, small body trembling. "Papa, why is everyone staring?" "Because you look very handsome," Rowan lies. The child isn't convinced. They move through the crowd slowly, calculated. Every step designed to be seen, acknowledged, witnessed. Caius nods to allies, ignores rivals, makes it clear through body language alone that Rowan and Milo fall under Virelli protection. The message lands. Most guests give them space. Some approach carefully, offering greetings, congratulations, thinly veiled assessments of whether this new dynamic shifts existing power structures. "Quite the family portrait," someone says. Rowan turns. The woman is older, elegant, smelling of beta neutrality and expensive perfume. Her smile doesn't reach her eyes. "Mrs. Constantine," Caius says coolly. "I didn't know you were attending." "Neither did I," she says, "until I heard you'd be bringing guests." Her gaze drops to Milo. The child shrinks against Rowan's leg. "He's precious," Mrs. Constantine continues. "Such unique coloring. And his scent," she inhales delicately, "quite remarkable for one so young." Caius's hand tightens on Rowan's waist. "He's protected," Of course, she says smoothly. I wouldn't dream otherwise. Still, one wonders about lineage. Omega children with alpha-reactive pheromones are so rare. The threat is barely veiled. Lucian steps forward, smile sharpening. Rare, valuable, untouchable. Choose your adjectives carefully, Mrs. Constantine. I meant no offense. Of course not. She drifts away, leaving tension in her wake. That was a warning, Rowan whispers. Let her warn, Caius says. We expected this. But Rowan's hands are shaking. They circulate for another hour, smiling, talking, performing the careful dance of syndicate politics where every word carries subtext and every gesture broadcasts allegiance. Milo stays quiet, overwhelmed, clinging to Rowan like a lifeline. Can we go home? He whispers. Soon, baby, Rowan promises. Soon. Then the lights flicker. Just once. Rowan's stomach drops. Caius goes rigid. Lucian. I see it. The second flicker lasts longer. The third kills half the chandeliers. The room murmurs confusion, then concern, then the first tendrils of fear. Rowan smells it immediately. Synthetic pheromone. Not the same as last time. Worse. Concentrated. Designed not to trigger one alpha but dozens. We need to leave, Caius says urgently. Now. But it's too late. The pheromone saturates the ballroom in seconds. Milo's natural scent, already reactive, amplifies it exponentially. Every alpha in the room goes rigid. Some fight it, lock down, force their bodies into submission through sheer will. Others can't. Their eyes dilate, muscles tense. Territorial instincts flare to claim, protect, dominate. Rowan backs up, pulling Milo behind him. Caius! Don't run, Caius says through gritted teeth. His own control is fracturing, alpha instinct roaring to defend, to eliminate threats, to claim the vulnerable Omega and child as his. Lucian positions himself between them and the crowd. Exits. Blocked. Caius forces out. They planned this. The first alpha lunges. Not at Milo. At another alpha standing too close. Dominance fight. Biological. Inevitable. They hit the floor snarling. That's all it takes. Chaos erupts. Alphas attack each other. Territorial disputes inflamed by synthetic trigger, primal instincts overriding reason. The room fractures into violence. Tables overturn. Glass shatters. Blood sprays across marble floors. Rowan wraps himself around Milo, making his body a shield. The child is screaming, high, terrified, his sense spiking with pure panic that makes everything worse. Caius feels his vision narrow. Red creeps at the edges. Every instinct screams to end the threats, eliminate competition, claim what's his. Brother, Lucian says sharply. Look at me. Caius's head snaps toward him. Lucian's eyes are ice, controlled. We evacuate. Now, no heroics. Can't, Caius forces out. Can't think. Then don't think. Move. Lucian grabs Caius's arm and pulls. The physical contact grounds him, just barely, enough to force his legs into motion. They push through the chaos. Lucian in front, clearing the path with brutal efficiency. Caius behind, shielding Rowan and Milo with his body. An alpha blocks their path, eyes wild, scent aggressive. Lucian doesn't hesitate. One strike, precise. The alpha drops. Emergency exit. Lucian barks into his calm. 30 seconds. They hit the service corridor at a run. Behind them, the ballroom descends further into violence. Alphas fighting each other with savage intensity. The synthetic pheromone overriding every civilized instinct. The exit door bursts open. Security team waiting. Car running. They pile inside. Doors slam. The vehicle accelerates before anyone can speak. Milo is sobbing into Rowan's chest. Rowan is shaking so badly he can barely hold on. Caius is locked rigid, fighting for control with every breath. Hospital. Lucian snaps at the driver. Dr. Chun. Now. No. Caius manages. Estate. Contained environment. You need medical. Estate. The word comes out alpha command. Final. Absolute. Lucian's jaw tightens, but he nods. The drive takes 12 minutes. 12 minutes of Caius fighting his own biology. 12 minutes of Milo crying. 12 minutes of Rowan trying to comfort his son while terror bleeds through his scent. When they finally reach the estate, Caius stumbles out of the car and runs. Not away from them. Toward the secure room, reinforced walls, filtered air, the place they prepared for exactly this scenario. He locks himself inside before his control shatters completely. Rowan watches the door close, Milo still trembling in his arms. "Why did he leave?" the child whispers. "To keep us safe," Rowan says. "From what?" From himself, Rowan doesn't say. Inside the secure room, Caius surrenders to instinct. He doesn't break things, doesn't hurt himself, just paces, restless, aggressive, every nerve screaming with the need to act, to fight, to claim. The synthetic pheromone is metabolizing slowly, too slowly. His body won't come down from the high of biological imperative. A speaker crackles. "Caius," Dr. Chen's voice, calm, professional. "I'm administering a counteragent. It will feel uncomfortable." Ventilation hisses. Chemical tang hits his senses. His body revolts. Nausea, dizziness, the sensation of every instinct being forcibly suppressed. He drops to his knees, retching. "That's normal," Dr. Chen says. "Breathe through it." 40 minutes pass. Slowly, painfully slowly, clarity returns. The alpha instinct recedes. Logic resurfaces. Control rebuilds itself piece by fragile piece. When the door finally opens, Caius is sitting against the wall, head in his hands, exhausted. Lucian enters first, assessing, ready to restrain if necessary. He finds his brother broken but present. "Clear?" Lucian asks. "Clear," Caius confirms. His voice is hoarse. "Rowan?" "Sedated." Dr. Chun said his stress levels were approaching dangerous. "And Milo?" "Asleep." Finally, after an hour of crying. Guilt crashes through Caius like a physical blow. "I should have." "You did everything right," Lucian interrupts. "You removed yourself. You didn't hurt them. You survived the worst trigger I've ever seen." "Doesn't feel like enough." "It is." Caius looks up at his brother. "They weaponized biology." "Yes." "How do we fight that?" "By adapting," Lucian says. "By learning. By making sure next time." His expression hardens. There is no next time. Upstairs, Rowan wakes slowly. The sedative leaves him groggy, disoriented. Milo is curled against him, breathing steady, finally peaceful. A soft sound draws his attention. Caius sits in the chair by the window, still, watchful, careful not to crowd. "You're awake," Rowan says quietly. "Yes. Are you okay?" Caius's laugh is bitter. "I locked myself in a room to avoid hurting you. I don't think okay applies. You protected us. I ran. You chose," Rowan corrects. "You chose our safety over your instinct." "That's not running." The distinction settles between them. Caius's hands are shaking. Rowan sees it now, the aftermath of fighting his own biology, the exhaustion, the fear of what might have happened if he'd lost control. "Come here," Rowan says softly. "I shouldn't." "Come here." Caius crosses the room slowly, sits on the edge of the bed, closed but not touching. Rowan reaches out carefully. His hand finds Caius's. Fingers interlock. "Thank you," Rowan whispers. "For what?" "For being strong enough to be weak." Caius's breath shudders. They sit in silence as dawn breaks outside. Two people learning that love isn't perfection. It's choosing each other, again and again, through the moments that break you. "The bond," Caius says finally. "If we complete it." "I'll think about it," Rowan says. "But not tonight." When I'm ready. When we're ready." The answer is enough. The aftermath of the gala takes 72 hours to contain. 43 alphas hospitalized. 7 dead from dominance fights. 12 arrested for assault. Security footage scrubbed. Witnesses paid or persuaded into silence. The Constantine matriarch vanishes the night of the attack. She resurfaces 3 days later in a safe house 200 miles north. Lucian finds her before law enforcement does. "I had nothing to do with it," she says immediately. Her hands are bound. Her security detail unconscious on the floor. Fear scent bleeds through expensive perfume. Lucian sits across from her, perfectly composed. Dr. Anton Volkov, the fertility clinics, the engineered children, the synthetic pheromones. Should I continue? That was my husband's operation. I inherited it after his death. And continued it. Lucian interrupts. The attack at the gala was yours. We have your communications, your supply chain, your financial transfers. Mrs. Constantine's composure cracks. What do you want? Information. About the other children, where they are, who has them. She laughs sharp, bitter. You think I kept records? You think trafficking works that way? I think, Lucian says quietly, you're smart enough to maintain leverage over your buyers, insurance, documentation, something to use if they turn on you. Her silence confirms it. Location, Lucian says, and if I tell you, you live in prison for the rest of your natural life. But you live, and if I don't? Lucian's smile doesn't reach his eyes. Then you don't. The threat is delivered with pleasant calm. Absolute certainty. Mrs. Constantine weighs her options, realizes she has none. Safe deposit box, she says finally. First National. Account number 847-2193. Lucian records it. Stands. Walks to the door. That's it? She asks. You're just leaving? Law enforcement will arrive in 6 minutes, Lucian says. I suggest you cooperate with them. Your sentence depends on it. He leaves without looking back. The safe deposit box contains everything. Names, locations, buyers, a network spanning 14 countries and involving over 200 individuals. The Virellis don't handle it alone. They contact Interpol, the FBI, international trafficking task forces. Share everything, every name, every location, every piece of evidence that can bring the network down. Takes 4 months. 4 months of coordinated raids, arrests, rescues. 32 children recovered initially, 12 more found through the documentation, 3 more through witness testimony, 47 total. 47 children engineered to be prey. 2 remain missing. Their files are marked priority. Active investigations. Ongoing searches. Caius refuses to stop looking. The trial is swift. Mrs. Constantine receives 4 consecutive life sentences. No parole. Her assets seized and redistributed to victim support funds. Dr. Volkov, found hiding in Belarus, is extradited. Convicted on 73 counts including human trafficking, genetic modification without consent, and conspiracy to harm minors. He dies in prison 6 weeks later. Officially ruled suicide. Unofficially, no one asks questions. The buyers face their own reckonings. Some imprisoned, some bankrupted, some simply disappear, the kind of disappearance that comes when syndicate justice operates outside legal boundaries. Lucian handles most of it. Caius focuses on Rowan and Milo. On building something that resembles normal. On proving that protection doesn't require violence when the system finally works. Mostly works. There are still gaps. Still failures. Still children who slip through cracks because bureaucracy moves slower than desperation. But it's better. Progress measured in lives saved. Laws changed. Systems reformed. Not perfect, but better. 6 weeks after the trial, Rowan makes his decision. I want to complete the bond, he tells Caius. There in the garden, their usual spot, morning sun warm, Milo at school learning math and making friends and living the childhood he almost lost. Caius looks at him carefully. You're sure? No, Rowan admits. But I'm choosing it anyway. Why? Because I'm tired of being afraid. Tired of waiting for the other shoe to drop. Tired of treating love like it's conditional. It is conditional, Caius says quietly. It always is. I could fail you again, hurt you, make the wrong choice. I know. And you still want this? I want, Rowan says slowly, to stop running from happiness because I'm afraid of losing it. I want to trust that even if things go wrong, we'll fix them together. I want. His voice breaks. Caius waits. I want to stop surviving and start living, Rowan whispers. The words settle between them like a vow. Caius reaches out. Slow, careful, giving Rowan time to pull away. He doesn't. Their fingers interlock. The incomplete bond mark on Rowan's throat pulses. When? Caius asks. Tonight, Rowan says. Private. Just us. No ceremony. No witnesses. Just us. Okay. That night, after Milo is asleep, they complete what began 3 years ago. It's gentle, careful. Nothing like the desperate first attempt that left both of them broken. Caius lets Rowan lead. Lets him set the pace. Lets him choose every step. When teeth finally meet skin, when the bond mark flares complete, when their scents tangle into something unified, it doesn't feel like chains. Feels like choice. I love you, Rowan whispers. I love you, Caius says back. The bond hums between them. Steady, warm, permanent, not perfect, but there's 3 months after the bond completes. Rowan wakes without fear. It's the first time in years, maybe ever. He lies still, cataloging the sensation. Warm bed, soft sheets, Caius breathing steady beside him. Morning light filtering through curtains that aren't torn or stained or covering windows that don't lock properly. Safe. The word settles in his chest without the usual caveat of for now or maybe or until something changes. Just safe. Caius stirs, arm tightening around Rowan's waist. You're thinking too loud. How can you tell? Bond, Caius says simply. I can feel it when your emotions shift. Is that annoying? No. Caius presses a kiss to Rowan's shoulder. It's grounding. They lie together in comfortable silence. No urgency, no crisis, just the quiet luxury of time. Milo has a field trip today, Rowan says eventually. The Science Museum? Yes, he's been talking about it for weeks. Did you sign the permission slip? 3 times. He kept losing it. Caius chuckles. He's 5. That's normal. I know, but Rowan pauses. It still feels strange. Normal. Like we're allowed to have this. We are allowed. I know that logically, but emotionally, you're waiting for it to be taken away. Caius finishes gently. Yes. Caius shifts, propping himself up on one elbow to look at Rowan properly. That feeling might never fully go away. I know, but it will get quieter, easier, less constant. How do you know? Because I feel it too, Caius admits. Every time you leave the estate, every time Milo goes to school, every time I remember how close we came to losing this, the honesty settles between them. So what do we do? Rowan asks. We live anyway, Caius says. We let Milo go on field trips. We attend parent-teacher conferences. We have movie nights and birthday parties and arguments about bedtime. We choose normal even when it feels dangerous. That sounds exhausting. It is, Caius agrees, but it's also worth it. Milo bursts into their room at 7 a.m., fully dressed in mismatched clothes and unbridled excitement. Field trip day. We're going to see dinosaurs in space, and there's a thing where you can touch real moon rocks. Rowan sits up, trying not to laugh. Moon rocks? Ms. Sarah said they're from actual moon. That's pretty cool, Caius says. Are you coming? Milo asks hopefully. Not this time, Pookie, but I want to hear all about it when you get home. Promise. Promise. Milo launches himself onto the bed, wiggling between them. Can I have pancakes for breakfast? Yes. With chocolate chips? Regular chips only. Ah, don't Rowan says, tickling his side. You had chocolate yesterday. Milo giggles and squirms away. But it's field trip day. Fine. 3 chocolate chips. 20. 5. 10. 7, and that's final. Deal. The negotiation is ridiculous. Wonderful. Exactly the kind of normal that Rowan never thought he'd have. After breakfast, after Milo is delivered to school with his backpack and permission slip and strict instructions to behave, Rowan and Caius return to the estate. The house feels quiet without the child's chaos. Coffee, Caius offers. Please. They settle in the kitchen. Not the formal dining room, not the office, just the kitchen with its warm morning light and comfortable stools. Dr. Chun called yesterday, Caius says. The support group starts next week. For the families? Yes, 12 families, all with reactive children. She's hoping you'll co-facilitate. Rowan's hands tighten around his mug. I don't know if I'm ready for that. You don't have to decide now. But you think I should do it. I think, Caius says carefully, you have experience that could help others, but only if you want to share it. Rowan considers. The idea of sitting in a room with other parents, sharing trauma, offering support, it feels simultaneously terrifying and necessary. I'll think about it, he says finally. That's all I ask. The field trip returns at 3 p.m. Milo comes home chattering nonstop about dinosaurs and planets and the moon rocks that were so cool, Papa, you wouldn't even believe. Rowan listens to every word, asks questions, marvels at the simple joy of a 5-year-old experiencing wonder. That night, after Milo is bathed and read to and tucked into bed, after the nightlight is turned on and the door left slightly open, Rowan stands in the hallway and breathes. You okay? Caius asks. I'm happy, Rowan says. It still feels strange to say it, but I am. Caius pulls him close. The bond hums contentedly between them. Good, Caius murmurs. You deserve it. So do you. We all do. They stand together in the quiet, holding each other, choosing, again, to believe in the happiness they've built. 2 weeks later, Rowan attends his first support group meeting. It's awkward, painful. 12 families with 12 different versions of the same nightmare. But it's also healing. Sharing his story, not the sanitized version, not the safe summary, but the raw truth of begging on street corners and starving and fighting synthetic pheromones, helps others feel less alone. And hearing their stories helps him feel less broken. It gets easier, he tells a mother whose son was rescued 6 months ago. Not easy, but easier. How do you trust it? She asks. How do you let yourself believe it's real? I don't know, Rowan admits. Some days I still don't, but I try anyway, and trying counts. The group becomes routine. Weekly meetings, shared resources, a community built from survival and healing and the stubborn refusal to let trauma define them. Rowan co-facilitates with Dr. Chun, shares strategies, offers hope, finds purpose in helping others navigate what he barely survived. 6 months after the bond completes, Lucien arrives at breakfast with news. Found the last 2, he says quietly. Rowan's heart stops. The children, yes, Thailand, both alive, both being extracted as we speak. Are they traumatized? Lucien says honestly, but alive. That's something. Caius nods once. Where will they go? Foster system initially. But we're funding a specialized care facility. Somewhere they can heal properly. Can we help? Rowan asks. You already are, Lucien says. The support group model you're building? We're replicating it internationally. Your work is saving more than just your own family. The weight of it settles. 47 children. All found. All safe. Not all healed. Not all whole. But all alive. That counts. That night, Rowan stands in Milo's doorway, watching his son sleep. The child looks peaceful. Safe. His scent is still reactive but managed now. Understood. No longer a weapon used against him. He's going to be okay. Caius says softly from behind him. I know. So are you. Rowan turns, leaning into Caius's embrace. The bond wraps around them, warm, steady, permanent. I'm staying, Rowan whispers. I know. Not because I have to, not because I'm afraid, but because I want to. I know, Caius repeats. And that's everything. Years pass. Milo grows, learns to manage his scent, makes friends, has normal childhood problems, homework struggles, friendship drama, adolescent awkwardness. The support group expands, touches hundreds of families, saves countless children from the isolation and fear that almost destroyed them. Rowan and Caius navigate bonded life. They argue sometimes, make mistakes, hurt each other accidentally and repair it intentionally. They're not perfect, but they're together, and that's enough. On Milo's 10th birthday, Rowan finds a quiet moment alone with Caius. Thank you, he says. For what? For finding us. For not giving up. For building this life even when it seemed impossible. Caius cups his face gently. Thank you for letting me. For choosing to stay. For being brave enough to believe we could have this. They kiss soft, sweet, familiar. The bond sings between them. Not possession. Not control. Choice. Every single day they choose each other. And that makes all the difference.